Hi everyone, what's up? My name's Lauren and I'm a certified personal trainer for those of you who don't know, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about 10 essential things that I always have in my pantry, refrigerator, freezer, because if I don't have these things just lying around, then I tend to be more tempted to make poor choices in terms of nutrition. So I'm a college student, so it can be difficult to eat healthy all the time, and I am on a budget, obviously, because I'm not working, I'm a student. And so this is just for anyone who needs some healthy tips on things to buy when you go to the grocery store to make sure that you're not tempted to make poor nutrition choices, and also to just make it easier for you to live a healthy lifestyle. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also keep in mind that I'm not a dietitian or nutritionist. These are just things that I really enjoy and things that I have done my own research on and I have read are beneficial for me, and just things that I've learned work well for my body. But always do your own research and be sure to only take nutrition advice from someone who is qualified to do so. This is not nutrition advice. This is just showing you guys what I like to keep around my house. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I'm going to bring you to my kitchen and show you things that I just have laying around all the time. I'm going to do this because I typically show you guys how many calories different workouts burn. I do my own original workouts and things like that, but you're really not going to get the results you want if you're not also eating healthy and fueling your body. So I would recommend looking up a macronutrient calculator. I do not count macros, but I do think it is good to kind of be aware of how much protein, carbs, and fat you should generally be consuming. So then you can look at different foods and see, okay, this has like 20 grams of protein. I'm kind of shooting for around, I don't know, 50 grams. That's just a really random estimate. That doesn't mean anything. I just said 50. But then you just kind of know. Okay, I fully did not realize that my camera died during that and didn't capture everything I wanted it to capture, but basically if you do look up your macros, you'll know generally how much protein, carbs, and fat you should be consuming, and it'll just help you make more nutritious choices, but definitely don't get too consumed with that, and it's not worth obsessing over. So now I'm going to take you to my kitchen and show you some of the things that I like to eat. Okay, so the first thing that I always have in my pantry is a green superfood blend. Right now I'm really liking the Teami one. It tastes really good. So it has these three main ingredients, and so it's basically just a nutritious blend of plant-based superfoods, and it just helps you get a daily dose of greens in your life. So since I am a student, sometimes it can be difficult to get in all my vegetables because I don't always have a lot of time to cook, but this is a really great way to just get it in without too much effort, and I'll show you how I usually make it and when I mix it in my water or in my smoothie. So first I use filtered ice and water to fill up my Teami tumbler, and this is just kind of the base of what I'm going to mix the powder and other ingredients into. If you do want to try this Teami tumbler and superfoods blend, you can use my code LRUBY15 for 15% off your entire purchase. Okay, the next thing I usually have in my pantry is some kind of healthy cracker, because sometimes I'm tempted to eat like Goldfish or Cheez-Its or something like that just isn't very nutritious. So I really like these almond flour farmhouse cheddar crackers. They taste pretty similar to Cheez-Its, and they have all natural ingredients that you can see here, and they're 150 calories, and they don't really have a lot of added bad things. So I do really like to just snack on these if I feel like I need something that to just if I need something to just like chew on to get me through the day or during class. Next up is this coconut creamer. I really like alternative creamers. So just eating dairy in general is pretty bad for the environment. I am guilty of buying cheese and things like that, but for my coffee, I do like to use a dairy alternative like coconut creamer or almond creamer or something like that. This one only has 5 calories, and you can see that it really doesn't have a lot of anything. It's just these basic ingredients, and it tastes really good in your coffee, and it's a really good alternative to sweet creamers or ones with heavy whipping cream and things like that. Next is sriracha. So if you know me, you know that I love to add sriracha to literally everything. And so sriracha definitely does not have like a lot of nutritional value, but it's not something that's going to hinder your nutrition if you add it to a lot of things. You can see here that it really doesn't have a lot of anything. It's 0 calories and it just has a tiny bit of sodium. And so while this isn't like the most nutritious thing, I really like to cook with it because I know that it's going to make my food taste good, but it's not going to add anything bad to my food. And it also adds a little bit of spice, and it tastes really good in, well, everything. Next up is dark chocolate. I absolutely love dark chocolate. And so this one is 85% cacao, which actually has a lot of health benefits for you. And so I always like to just have some kind of chocolate or some kind of dessert laying around, because if I don't, then I'll want to go buy something really not nutritious like ice cream or cookies or something. But if I have this just laying around, I can have a couple pieces after dinner, and that satisfies my chocolate craving. Next, we have these Perfect bars. So I really like these. These kind of taste like cookie dough, and you actually keep them in the refrigerator, and they're kind of like a meal replacement. So I do like to have these around because a lot of times I'm on the go and I don't have time to eat a full meal. And so if I let myself get really hungry, that's when I kind of eat unhealthy things later in the day, because I'm so starving that I just want to have like a ton of pasta or something for dinner. But if I keep these in my backpack and have them after I go to the gym or after I work out or just like during class, then it really helps. They're really sweet and good, so it kind of tastes like dessert, but then it also keeps me full for a long time. Now these do have a lot of calories and a lot of sugar and stuff like that, so they're definitely not the best choice for you. There's better protein bars, but this one just tastes really good, so I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of nutrition. Next, we have Trader Joe's brown rice, and so really any kind of microwavable brown rice is a really big staple for me, and I would highly recommend buying something like this. So brown rice is a lot better for you than white rice because it's not as processed. In this, the ingredients are literally just water, brown rice, and rice bran oil, and so you can just throw this in the microwave for 3 minutes. And I really like having this because if I make chicken or tofu or anything like that, I can just throw it over rice, and it's a really easy and quick meal. Next up, we have my favorite Boom Chicka Pop sea salt popcorn. So I love movie theater popcorn, but obviously that doesn't have a lot of nutritious value for you. But Boom Chicka Pop is not bad for you at all, and these ones are so good. It really tastes like movie theater popcorn. So the ingredients are literally just whole grain popcorn, pressed palm oil, and sea salt. And so this is really not bad for you at all, and it's a really delicious snack, and I eat it a lot when I'm doing homework or watching a movie or something like that. Next, we have Quaker old-fashioned oats. So I know a lot of influencers and just a lot of people in general really rave about oats, but I really like these to make in recipes. A lot of times I'll grind them up in a blender. I make really good oatmeal pancakes, which are just oats, bananas, and a couple other ingredients, which I can link the recipe to down below. But I think it's really important to just have oats laying around because they're a really good substitute in a lot of recipes for unhealthy processed foods like just white flour and things like that. Lastly, I have my green lentil pasta. So I always like to buy some kind of pasta that has some kind of nutritious value to it because it's so easy to just make this pasta. It takes like 6 to 8 minutes, and then I just put some tomato sauce over it, and literally the only ingredient in this is organic green lentil flour, and it has 21 grams of protein per serving. So that is awesome. It's just a really good way to get in protein and healthy proteins while also feeling like you're eating pasta, because it does taste good, especially with sauce on it, but it has a lot more nutritious value than just plain normal pasta. So I'd really recommend getting some sort of pasta like this. I also like Banza pasta, which is made out of chickpeas. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below about what you like to keep in your pantry, in your fridge, and any tips you may have. And also leave recommendations for future videos about influencers whose workout programs I should try. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.